started. So hi everyone and welcome. We're going to get started looking at the Premium Starter Kit, and this is a beautiful way to come into Young Living. I love the kit. You can see it here behind me, especially with the Arias, like my baby, another one of my babies. Awesome. So we're going to go through and have a bit of a chat about each of the oils and how we can get to know them and how they can be really useful in a day-to-day functioning, whether you're a family, you're single, you're retired, lots and lots of different ways to use these oils in your everyday. And the Premium Starter Kit is just one fantastic way to get started learning and having these beautiful essential oils in your home. So it's one of many of the kits that Young Living do. And if you've got stuff going on, you guys, can you put yourselves on mute? You just pop stuff on mute and then you can clang around all you like. Cool? Awesome. Otherwise we get to hear the clanging. Thanks. So this session is going to be held on live the last Monday of every month, 8:15 to 9 p.m. And I'm going to record them so you can share them with your team, and some of them, you know, you're welcome to interact with. So we'll have a question and answer session at the end, and I'll be talking about the oils and their everyday use for about 25 minutes. So welcome. Thanks for coming in. Like, the first thing that we're going to get started doing is, like, as you can see from the picture here, I'll just make sure that I'm still sharing my screen. Yeah, still sharing my screen. Great. So you'll be able to see that, you guys can't see my pointer, unfortunately. I haven't got that techie into working out how you can see my pointer thing. But you can see there the two red packets. So that's Ningxia Red. And it's one of the first things that when you open up your Premium Starter Kit, you just want to grab out that Ningxia and drink it. What I would do is freeze one and save it like an ice block, and then take the other one and just drink it and go and follow it with a glass of water. So that's one thing that I would say when you open your kit, go drink the Ningxia because it's phenomenal. And you can save one if you want to be nice. You can give the frozen one to one of your kids, or you can share it with your partner, you know, or you can just save it till they've all gone to bed and then have yourself. They're amazing. They're super yummy. So Ningxia is a phenomenal superfood, a very powerful antioxidant drink, and it's full of lots and lots of goodness. I love it. And as a superfood person, when Gary brought that out, he brought out a new edition since I've been connected with Young Living. I've been in the game for about 5 years now and using these products. And this is a new edition, and it tastes slightly different, and it's definitely a powerful, very powerful support for the body. So it's something that when we get a Ningxia Red Essential Rewards kit in our home, it goes like, it's super fast. It does not stay in the cupboard in our joint. It's super yummy. And it's a great thing. You can have it as a spritzer at night with soda. You can freeze it, like I said, as an ice block. You can mix it up with some gelatin and make jelly. You know, you can do heaps of cool stuff with Ningxia. It's a legendary drink. Now, so that's what I do when I first open the kits. Next thing you want to have a look at is the whole range of oils. So you've got a big range here. And Young Living has, my kit is currently changed from what you get now. So there's a couple of different oils now that are available, and I haven't got those. I've still got the old kit. So you guys are going to get some extra super cool new ones like Copaiba, which is amazing oil. And so we'll have a brief little talk about the main ones, and then you guys, when you order your Premium Starter Kit, you'll get those two extra little bonus oils, which have replaced a couple of the ones in here. And I'm just going to check, Tanya, have you got the new kit yet, or have you got the old one?
I've got a new kit also.
Great. So do you have the Copaiba in yours?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. Awesome. So when I come to that, would you mind holding up the two new bottles for us?
Yeah, I'll run and get the pack, no problem.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Super cool. Okay, so one of the first ones that we'll start with is one of my faves. This is lavender, and it is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, a very powerful powerful essential oil. And it, oh God, I just love it. We go through, I would say, one of these in a 15 ml bottle every 2 weeks. And it is used for so many different things in our day-to-day usage. So we've got support for feeling stressed and, you know, not really managing with life very well. You can support your body by doing a drop under the tongue. That's how I take it. And then the other ways that I would use lavender is neat on my skin. And it's especially phenomenal if you've got something that's a bit too hot and you want to put it on. I can't, you know, I'm going to be compliant here. So it's really powerful for supporting skin healing. Just put it that way. So any type of situation that requires some type of support for the skin, that's where you want to use lavender. And one of the biggest ones is after the sun. It's one of my main. So when I first came onto Young Living, for the first 2 years on my skin, and I grew up in a yacht in the Pacific, and I had mega wrinkles, like, you know, squint on the surfer, and I just, you know, full on squinty stuff going on. So lavender, frankincense were my 2 skin oils. And what I would do with those is I'd take a drop in my palm of each of those oils, one drop of each, and take that essential oil. And this is what I did for the first 1.5 years before I really bought any of the other Young Living products. I was just into these. I just get the Everyday Oils kit and Everyday Oils kit. And we didn't have the Premium Starter kit back then. So Everyday Oils kit was similar. And I get those 2, pat my finger, and I just dab it all around my face, just like that. So that's how, and still to this day, that's how I moisturize. Sometimes I add in geranium. Sometimes I add in a beautiful beeswax olive oil moisturizer that I've used. But generally my fallback on 2 are these 2. And that's what I'll do, just neat on the skin. And we went off to beauty school. I've done 2 beauty schools now with Young Living, and the lady that has run them has said that frankincense and lavender, the combination, is one of the most powerful anti-aging combinations together. And I got my license compared by a cop after, it was about 8 months after using that combination. And the difference, he was like, you look 14 years younger. Okay. And I still have that, and I still look at those 2 photos and, you know, your old license and your new license, and think, oh my God, I did. Like, it really transformed my skin a lot. So if you're not too sure what to put in your skin, that's a fantastic combination. If you notice that it tingles or it's a bit uncomfortable for you, or your eyes water, what I suggest is that you follow with an almond oil, or just a really beautiful cold pressed oil that you know is not rancid, so that it's been kept in the fridge and has come from a really strong, powerful source. So dark, in the dark, that kind of thing, that it's been kept. So you want to be able to, like jojoba oil, rosehip, follow with any of those, anything that can dilute the tingling. Now, because we touched secondly on frankincense, frankincense is just like phenomenal. Just Google frankincense on the internet and you will come up with some absolutely phenomenal things that frankincense can do and how it can support the body. It is definitely been used centuries and centuries and centuries and over time. And I find frankincense, like, it's really, you know, it's definitely a king of oils, definitely a king, and it was used by kings. So very, very powerful oil. Frankincense can be used, mostly its number one role is skin support. It's also very powerful for immune system. It's also powerful for antibacterial, antifungal, it does a huge range. It's a very, very powerful oil. And the way I first learned to use frankincense was 1 drop under the tongue. And that was every day. So again, frankincense for me was under the tongue and there, and lavender I would do very similar. So the 2 together were kind of something that I would do. I would treat them very similarly. Frankincense I would say it's just a very revered oil. When you use it, you can use it just in your diffuser if you like, but it's definitely for skin healing, scarring, and tissue anything that's kind of hard and knobbly that you don't like, any scars. Like I have a huge scar here that's kind of gone now from using frankincense, and it's just a very powerful skin healing agent. So that's those are my two faves out of here. My next fave, which is your little bonus oil, which is the oil that got me into Young Living, is Stress Away. What mum doesn't need Stress Away? It's freaking awesome. So Stress Away is, some people really love it. It's got a vanilla, like, I know that when I'm smelling it, you girls can kind of smell it. You know the smell of it. This vanilla lime. I wish I could smell it through the camera. But this oil, for me, really creates a sense of everything's okay. That's the feeling that I get when I use this oil. So I'll rub it on my heart. I'll put it on my wrist like a perfume. Sometimes I'll put drop on me, on my hand, press it together, and I'll put it over my ears, massage in the back of my neck. Sometimes I'll have the roller on some of my bottles and just get stuck into my neck or into my jaw to relax. When I first joined Young Living, I ordered 5 of the Stress Away bottles, and it was pretty much my only oil that I used for about 3 months. It was all, I just liked Ningxia and Stress Away and lemon. I used crop loads of lemon. So those were my oils that I got really stuck into. And Stress Away was like one in every bag, one in every spot, I guess, in my handbag, on the side of my bed, like tucked down here, my bra. Or I had one, sometimes I put them in my boot if I was going out to a party, you know. Stress Away, you name it. I doused people with it wherever I walked. It was awesome. So, you know, it was the oil that got me into it. I was doused with it. That's how I joined. And it's a magic one to share with your friends. So get some of those little bottles that come in your kit. You can see them down there in the photo on the bottom right, and share them with your mummy friends. What mum doesn't need that oil? Seriously, it's an awesome, awesome oil. I've posted it off to girlfriends and they always love it. It's a really beautiful little thing to tuck into a birthday card, you know, or a little gift. You just, little bottle of Stress Away and post it off with a card. A really nice thing to do. And you can also do that with that lavender frankincense combo and say this is an anti-wrinkle cream, right? Or an anti-wrinkle oil. So, you know, cool little prezzy and gift ideas. So the next thing that we're going to go to is one of my faves, which is not actually in here. Hang on. I got my man to pack the kit for me. It's lemon. So we've got a citrus fresh in here, but we don't have a lemon in here. So lemon in its 5 ml version. Lemon is one of, like I say, these were these 4 key oils that really, you know, I used with Young Living. Well, yeah, the 4th one is peppermint. But lemon is, how would I describe it? Like you've just taken a fresh lemon and busted it like in your hands and squeezed it, and it's that smell, it's that exact smell that you would get when you know, cut open a fresh lemon. It's like a magic smell. It's absolutely beautiful. So I use this in my water daily. It's something that I just find very powerful, nourishing, really healing, and very supportive of, you know, if I'm not feeling okay, if something's not quite right, I'll do lemon and like take it internally, I drink it. And it's an oil that settles my body. I feel clean, I feel alive, it's really powerful. So lemon is one of those oils that is a magic one for me. So I use lemon with I make a slushy with the kids. So with ice and with water and a little bit of honey, and I whiz it in the Thermomix. And at the end, once I've got the water all slushy, I'll pour some lemon in, and the kids have that when they come home from school. So I've got 3 boys. And I'll do that with lime or lemon or orange. And I'll be like, what flavor do you want today? And they'll say lime, lemon, whatever. So, you know, I'll do that. And you can add Ningxia in there and do orange, and you can have a Ningxia slushy. Like, awesome. What a cool thing to have when you get home from school. Super cool. So, you know, that's really how I use lemon. It's definitely in my food. I love it in salad dressings. I love it in making raw cakes with, you know, cashew cream. It's awesome. So lemon is definitely something that's a day to day in my cupboard. And what's so great about it is, you know, when you run out of fresh lemons, you've got this absolutely phenomenal way to always have lemons with you, right? One drop is worth 20 lemons, the juice of, right? Or the magic of. I just call it the magic of 20 lemons, because it can really powerfully support the body. What I find is that it seems to like somehow activate the body to have vitamin C and super nutrients. It pulls, it's very magic. So I love lemon. It's one of my faves. So next one we'll go to is peppermint. Jan, where's the peppermint? So peppermint, hang on, I'm just going to find it in my cupboard. No, we don't have it. Hang on, I'm going to get my man to get it. It's going digging. So peppermint is my next. So these are my top, you know, my top ones: stress away, frankincense and lavender, lemon and peppermint. So I could probably actually, you know what, I'm going to actually say all of them are my damn fave. They're so good. So peppermint, this is another one. We do peppermint chocolate. The other day I just made peppermint chocolate, like cacao clusters. So I just melted up some raw cacao butter and some coconut oil, mixed it in with some cacao powder and carob powder, and a little bit of licorice powder rather than honey. You could use honey if you want. Pinch of salt. That's a raw chocolate recipe. Put a few drops of peppermint in it, and then in the bowl I chucked in some shredded coconut and some millet puffs, and then poured them into little cupcake things, and then that's how we had, and then cracked them out, put them in the fridge and popped them out, and they're like these yummy peppermint clusters. And today the kids came home and they were just like, fully like, and my partner enjoyed it. There's not many left. So there's a super nice way to use peppermint. You can also use it in a cup of tea. So you can get your teacup and you can put warm water in it, so about 70 degrees, and then drop peppermint in and have your peppermint tea. So that's another great way to use lemon. So the two in your teacup make yummy, yummy tea. And just sit there when you're doing that with your tea, just sit there with the vapor. Shut your eyes and take some deep breaths, because the inhalation of it's really powerful for the olfactory system and all of the brain. So peppermint is one of those ones that is a driver. So it will carry whatever nutrients, whatever else that you're taking it with, it will drive it into the body. So you can use magnesium oil and put peppermint over the top, and it will drive it really fast into the body. You can use it in bath salts and have a really relaxing bath. You can put it on with copaiba on the body to support any inflammation or aches or sore, you know, parts in the body, just to support the body with dealing with that. It's a real driver into the cells. So it's one of the ones that crosses the blood-brain barrier. Actually, all the oils do, but peppermint is very fast with its reactivity in the brain. So if you want to have an attitude adjuster, like you're noticing that there's something not going on quite right in you or with someone around you, what I always notice is if there's stuff going on around me and I'm feeling not okay, I'll get peppermint or any of the other oils and I'll do an oxygen mask. So I'll disappear into some room or outside and grab an oil, whatever it is, do a drop on my hand. Okay, and this is one of my faves to do in workshops when I'm sharing these oils, is I'll choose an oil that I'm going to do an oxygen mask. So if I've got people that, you know, it's kind of really hypo energy, I'll do stress away or lemon, and I'll just have people take the oil, cup their hands over their nose and shut their eyes. And just take 10 deep breaths, and I get people to sit back and just breathe in 10 deep breaths through their nose into their body. And if they notice it's too hectic, too stressful, then or too strong, they'll hold it back away from their body. The other option is they can also breathe through their mouth. Okay, so either the nose or the mouth. Ideally, you just want it anyway in that air system. So you can also sit here of your ARI diffuser and, you know, do a crazy old inhalation. It's another way. Gas yourself out. It's pretty awesome. So I really love using peppermint that way. It's very, very powerful. for all sorts of different things. It is one of the very key oils in Young Living. I would say the two majors that Gary must go through thousands of bottles of: lavender and peppermint. I reckon they're like two majors. In our house, we kind of, there's a little bit of a freak out if we don't have these two. Like we'll get like, oh my God, we've run out of peppermint. Oh my God, what are we going to do? So, you know, that just gets used across the board for so many things. You know, if your tummy's feeling a bit funky, it's not so well, what's the traditional old school way to use peppermint, you know? Have a think about how you can use it. Very powerful support for the digestive system. And again, you can take these in, you can get some veggie caps and you can drop the oils in and take it that way if you find that they're a bit too strong directly in your mouth. You can just put it outside on your skin, like on your tummy, you can rub it. That's really powerful. And for children, any way to use the oils is on the soles of the feet. So that's the best way that I use them for the kids. So next little beauty that we're going to run through is thieves. Thieves. Like what a legend of an oil. Does so much stuff. It's awesome. Thieves is like, you know, it packs a punch. It does a lot of stuff, but the biggest number one thing it does is support the immune system. So I use these for cleaning. Of course, a quick, easy cleaning spritz you can make is just get any old spray bottle, wash it out with whatever toxic stuff you had in there before, put 20 drops of thieves and fill it up with water. You know, we're talking about 250 mils plus bottle. And that's it, you're done. Cleaning spray done. And that will digest mold, that will take off stains, that'll clean stuff, it'll go through calcification on screens, on your shower screens. Thieves is like a magic little thing. I've used it to get out all sorts of marks on clothing. And one of the biggest things that it comes in is the Thieves Household Cleaner, which currently is over there. I didn't get super organized because of my dinner party, but Thieves Household Cleaner and also the Thieves Foaming Hand Soap, I use those two products really powerfully. If you want to get the foaming hand soap, yeah. And the foaming hand soap is something that I'll show you in a minute. And I use that foaming hand soap for any stains. So if I've got, you know, one of the kids is bumped and got a little bit of blood and it's come through their clothing, thank you. I will put some of this on it, okay, and just take the shirt off and let it sit, just like you get that, you know, that crazy spray stuff from the supermarket that like takes out stains. This is my version of that. So this Thieves Foaming Hand Soap is bloody awesome for that. So that's your next order after your PSK. Get the Thieves Household Kit. It's very cool. Anyway, this is something like Thieves is in all these range of products that Young Living do, these household products. And the cleaner, I have used this to clean my teeth. I've used it to get off shower screen stuff. I've used it to scrub, get tiles. I've used it to wash the car. I've used it to clean leather. God, so many things. Wipe the table. I just put this across my bench, you know. So you can do the same thing with Thieves in a spray bottle. Cleaning benches, washing dishes. I've used that stuff for washing dishes. Just the full range of cleaning. You can just do Thieves and water, okay? Or you can buy the cleaning range, okay? Thieves is foundational in your house. It's very powerful. The other thing is that it's cool to look up the story of Thieves. So the history of Thieves was that it was from the age-old, you know, let me just think back. So 4th century in France, and there was 4 thieves, and they were from an old historical family of apothecaries, which are the modern day pharmacists, right? So these guys had formulated this combination that they noticed really supported their immune systems. And they were able to, when the Black Plague came, they were able to go through the village and take out, but Maite, where's Maite? She tells this story really good. She was on this call before. Anyway, you go into their homes. They were going into the homes and taking the treasure and taking the jewels and robbing the homes of the people that were sick and dying. And the king started to get cross and wondered why these guys were able to do that. when everyone else was getting sick and dying, and they were taking their lootie back to their caves. Pretty cool, really. And they were brewing up this brew of these essential oils that were in here. And one of the oils that's in it is eucalyptus. Now, Gary found the formula of these 4 oils that are in this, and the eucalyptus that's in it, that wasn't an oil that was around then. It's a plant that's not grown anymore, but he found the chemical compound of that plant and matched it, and the matching plant is eucalyptus. That's why it's got an oil in here that wasn't from that time. A lot of people ask that question. So anyway, the king had these guys ordered to be beheaded unless they told the formula, and they told the formula and he beheaded them anyway. It's typical, isn't it? But anyway, what came out, it was Gary found this in some really old research documents in France. And when he was studying with scientists years ago, before Young Living was even thought of, and that was the formula, one of his first blends that he ever created. And it's a very powerful immune support. So thieves is a legend of an oil. It's also another one in our house that we don't do without. You know, thieves, lemon, peppermint, it's awesome. Very cool stuff. So the next one that I'm going to have a quick show for you is our typical Australian oil, which is Melaleuca alternifolia. And we know that as tea tree around here. So this is definitely the highest quality and highest grade of tea tree I've ever come across. I have a friend who's a tea tree farmer, and this reminds me of the smell of his oil, yet the power in it is far beyond the healing power that I used to receive from his oil. So it's from Australia, and there's a couple of other different areas in the world that they grow this. Gary does farm the Melaleuca up in Darwin on a distillery up there. It's one of the oils that we grow here. And he, I guess it's a very, very baseline oil for cuts and, you know, marks in the body. Again, a skin healing oil. And again, very powerful for that bacterial, antimicrobial growth. So great for, you know, infectious kind of things that come like tinea and stuff like that. Just anything that's kind of a little bit icky, that's where you go. That's where you go with the tea tree. So the next one we'll have a look at is purification. Purification is great for stinky things. So I love it for that. So you have it in a spray bottle. It can sort out school, you know, shoes that aren't so great, that kind of pong. You know, purification is phenomenal for that. It's really great if you've got animals in the house to put that in a diffuser. It's awesome. So, you know, some people have dogs and they keep their critters in their home, and the smell, you know, it does take over. So I noticed with that, it's also possibly, I don't have teenage boys yet, but I reckon that this is going to be a really great oil when my boys get into teenage years. But all those stinky socks and old soccer clothes that get swept into a corner and not picked up. But purification is going to be a legend of an oil. So, you know, again, it can be used like thieves. You can choose to use it as a cleaner. It won't digest the mold like thieves does, but it can be used powerfully to clean. And it does have that smell. It's kind of got a citronella, you know, smell. So because of that, it's great for bugs be gone. You know, we don't want the bugs around. Really great oil for that. So you can make up this in water. Again, spritz it. Really cool. It's like I'm in a fire here, you know. It's awesome. I'm like, yeah, thank you, Ari. I'm going to turn you away now. It's funny. So next one we're going to go through is RC. Now, RC is used for respiratory congestion. That's what it stands for. So respiratory congestion, again, chest, immune support. It smells like, you know, reminds me of the smell of Vicks, you know, without the chemical components, of course. So a really great way to create a powerful chest rub and a vapor, you know, that scent. Like, it would remind me of an oil that I would put in, you know, a bowl, over a steaming bowl, and, you know, just have a good old breathe when you're not feeling so great. So RC would be on the chest, coconut oil. You can mix it up in a jar and in a bottle with coconut oil and have it all done. and have that as a chest rub and use that for your children or yourself or anyone that finds that they're not breathing to their most optimum, you know. Now, Tanya, I'm going to have you come on, just randomly got you out of the cuff, but would you like to share with us the 2 new oils that Young Living have in the kit? We can only see your root and the top of your hair. Would you like to? Yay! Hi there. You are decent. I was thinking maybe you're naked or something. She's only showing the top of her head. Yeah, go. So what have you got there?
I've got copaiba. Well, can you see that, everyone?
Yep, copaiba. Awesome.
Copaiba, yes. So I use copaiba as an anti-inflammatory. I put it straight on my shoulder or my back, and I also put it on the inside of my cheek as an anti-inflammatory.
Great.
Yeah. So
it is very powerful oil, and again, a good one to mix with peppermint, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. Draw it into the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you know about it, Rah?
Yeah, that's its major one. It can be powerful support for digestive system.
Oh, okay.
Really, copaiba is one of those oils that, I mean, some people like to replace it with frankincense and use it for the skin. So it can be used neat like that. It is a very gentle oil. It's not stingy, not burny. It's a very gentle oil. So great for the skin. Yeah.
It says here it's pain relief, arthritis, rheumatoid, skin disorders, psoriasis. So I heard someone used it for eczema, insect bites, stomach distress, urinal disorders, sore throat, and anxiety.
Right. Okay, so we can just say that all of that is what, you know, that's possible. It's all possible, Tan. And we're not referring to any medical situation with these oils at all, are we? No, that's right. But that's great. How many things, you know, definitely from that, a skin support, isn't it? Really powerful skin support. Awesome. Now, what's the other oil that you've got in your kit?
The other one is Digize.
That's a magic one. Very magic. So what do we use Digize for?
I use it to support my digestive system.
You got it. That's awesome. That's very good. So you can put it on with the capsule, like, and take it internally. Yeah.
Yes.
And you can put it directly neat on the skin, on your belly.
Yeah. You can also take it after each meal or before, just to support your digestion, can't you?
Yep. Like a pre-digestive enzyme, and then as a totally.
I know that's recommended as that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great oil, and it's very gentle for children too. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my daughter uses it. She's 14, but smaller children doesn't have a great taste unless you like that.
Yeah, I pop it on my kids, like my boys. They love it. Good.
Oh, awesome. Great.
Yeah. So that's awesome, Tan. So the last oil that we have a look at is Panaway.
Oh, Panaway.
Yeah, that's an awesome oil. We love Panaway. So Panaway is, again, you could just add an eye in the pan. You know, Gary did have it listed as that, but when he went to trademark everything, there was another product on the market called Panaway, and he wasn't able to patent that name. So it's actually quite good, because now we stepped into compliancy. He wouldn't have been able to call it Panaway anyway. So Panaway with a missing eye. And it's definitely for, you know, if you smell it, people like smell it and they go, oh, deep heat. You know, that's the smell. So it is a beautiful oil. Very, very supportive. Like Tam was saying, it's anti-inflammatory, and it has that kitty lock top on it. So it's a spicy oil. Okay, same as thieves. They're the 2 spicy ones in the kit. And I guess peppermint as well. You don't want to be getting those near your eyes, or you know, thieves can have you be very, very numb. So it's another one that I just watch with the kids. It's a spicy oil. It's anything really that is aches, something, you know, that you're not feeling quite 100%, it's a great oil to use externally on the body, on any muscular and skeletal pain. And again, copaiba, pain away, and peppermint are great to support the musculoskeletal system like that. They do get known as chiropractors in a bottle. And, you know, there's another oil as well called Valor that gets known as that. But these Hanaway is very powerful support. So if you want to save yourself a bit of money instead of going off to the physio, just get this onto you and have a bit of a chill out, and it really works. So I just sounded really Aussie then. That was terrible. So girls, I'd love to open the floor now for any questions. If there's any oils that you're particularly interested in, or any way to use them.
With the digees for like little ones, so I've got a 5-year-old who has problems with digestion. What, put it on his belly or let him ingest it? Like what?
Well, you can stir it into the end of soups. You know, sometimes they'll put a drop in and then put it in a, you know, the end of a soup. Anything, you smell it and then think, oh, would that go with that dish? And you can use it in food at the end. Just stir one drop in. Another way for children is directly neat on their belly, just one drop. So one drop's enough for a 5-year-old. And you can do, if you notice that he is quite achy, then a drop every 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can do, again, just to support his digestive system, you want to, like, wheat doesn't help. So off all wheat. Generally, most people find that their digestive system isn't great if they're having processed wheat and pasteurized dairy. And they're the two main big triggers. So if you notice, just start to watch when his tummy's sore and what it's after.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because there will be a pattern and his body will be responding to something. So wheat is a big allergenic, and it's a inflammatory, like it actually has causes the body inflammation. So it sends the digestive system into a stress mode. Now, digize can be a powerful oil to, you know, reset the digestive system, but it can only be a band-aid if you continue to do what's not, you know, the baseline. Still just going to be band-aiding it. So if you still want to chat, you know, maybe give me a call. I'm happy to chat to you about that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
And it'll be about supporting him with both. Okay. With maybe an elimination of one thing or a swap over into a different thing, and using digize to transition and ease the inflammation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And any other oils you guys are wondering about?
No.
Good. Great. Well, it just clocked on 9. So, you know, the premium starter kit is a very powerful way to get started. If all of you have already purchased it, then that's great. If you are new to Young Living and you'd like to check these oils out, please go to the person who invited you to this meeting and to this little presentation and go and ask them how you can get this pack. It's definitely a great addition to any family and to any individual that wants to have some more, you know, powerful wellness in their life. I just love this stuff. So thank you all for coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll, you know, do this again last Monday of every month, 8:15 p.m. So get your new people on and we can get their questions answered. And feel free to invite people that have never seen this thing before. Cool?
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Rah.
That's all right. Have a good night.
Bye.
You too. Good night.
See ya. Lots of love. Bye.
All right. Have a
Bye,
chat.
Tan. See ya, hun.
Bye, Danielle.
Bye.
That was